Let's continue, shall we? Oh, jeez. My bearings. Figure out where we left off exactly. I feel like we have more we could examine in here. Still the same old ads in here, even at the crime scene. Yet they've still got to sell product, even if there's been a murder. I'm sure they weren't placed with that intent, Miss Faye. Oh, come on, you're no fun. Why can't you indulge me a little? Then. Is there anything else we want to find here? One side, these seats are just as comfy as ever. On the other side, there's a giant safety hazard nearby and tons of rubble. It's like some kind of weird metaphor. Life before and after that fateful day. Please don't. Oh, why can't I have a little fun? There's seats, that's it. Are you expecting to be a lawyer if you're so unimaginative? You need to come up with absurd theories and loopholes. This isn't about being imaginative, this is about preserving my sanity. Honestly. Oh ho ho. I see what you're doing there, pal. Eyeing that door over there. Let me tell you that the locomotive is off limits. We're questioning an important witness. Nobody's to set foot in there until we're finished. Well, I know where we're going next. No, we're not. Oh, come on. Our rival prosecutor's in there. Don't you want to size up the competition? Who knows what shady deal's going on just up ahead of us? Miss Faye, there's a police officer right there in front of us. I'm in charge of the investigation. And I'm staying right here, as far away from that door as possible. Oh, come on. Ow, let go my sleeve. Gumshoe, my subordinate isn't cooperating. Thanks for that, pal. Oh, you don't understand how investigating works at all. I'm gonna go put my ear to the door. Good luck with that. Can't actually go there. Let me show you this. You would think Olive would try to hurt Pearly like that. Well, that's what the evidence says. There's always a chance you guys could prove us wrong in court tomorrow. Right, of course. I'll protect Pearly no matter what. If there was some kind of conspiracy against her, I would have noticed. Yeah, I just don't know the truth yet. Sorry, pal, I don't have much to say about that. I'll keep it in mind. Maybe my brain will manage to put something together eventually. Oh, that's alright, you don't have to. Ah, sorry. Just trying to help where I can. Nope, nothing to say about the crash report. Nothing to say about the other witness. Go back to you. We go anywhere else from here. Can go to the seasonal herbery. Can we open a window in here or something? Oh, is a little incense too much for you, Paulo? A little? I can hardly breathe in here. How is this place not burned down yet? Well, if you want to step out, I can do all the investigating. No, this place is right across from the station, so... Oh, just throw her a bone for once, will ya? Hey, Mr. Season. Oh, ho, ho. How nice of you to drop by. You're all over the place, aren't you, Mystic Maya? Well, of course I am. I have work to do. You want some tea, darling? I mean, Mystic. Chamomile with extra sugar? Yes, please, and thank you. Alright, let me go get a pot started. Alright. I'll be back in a moment. That's Hal Season, pal. He's been a member of the clan since I was just a little kid. You want the cute little cups with cats on them, or the pretty floral ones, dear? I'll take the cat ones, I guess. Okay, I'll go get some for the two of us. Hey there, what's it to you, city boy? Yikes. Guess there's not a problem with what I'm doing here. No? No, sir. Good. Wait, And he's gone. Figured he might be like this. I'm sorry. It's not like it's your fault. Give me a sec. Hal Season! Get back here. Yes, Mystic? Get a cup for Paulo here, please. But... You're not going to mistreat a friend of mine, are you, Mr. Season? The tea's not even done yet! Alright, I'll get him one when it's ready. Interesting. Bah! Why are you showing me that thing to me? It's an ugly thing. You just parade around proudly wearing it on your lapel. Now, amagatamas, you see, those are something you wear with pride. I start wearing one will I finally get a little respect? Alright. I'm a little confused. The sign said that this place is a herbery, but this room is more like a living room to me. Pah! Shows what you know. We folks in Curahane are hard-working people. Man, we've been paid squat till recently. I don't have the money to open a separate building. You come here. You ask for herbs. You ask for salves. You ask for incense. You pay me. You get it? I don't need some fancy storefront to do a good business. Don't you go telling me otherwise. I was planning on it. Well, guess what? People come. They buy. It's the traditional way, and it's the good way. You also have to leave at least 2 hours away from the nearest pharmacy out here. Stick my dear. Didn't you say you were going to have your sister investigate? Why'd you have to bring this one along? He's not another one of your law friends, is he? Well, yeah, I knew it. Maya, how many times have I told you? Haven't you seen what happens when we get involved with those no-goods? They betrayed us, I tell you. You ought to stop associating with them. If you have to bring someone from the city home, don't bring us the legal folk at least. Even a politician would be better. You know what they say about lawyers, don't ya? Yep, I already don't like this guy. Mr. Season, please. I'm just here to ask about the day of the crime. Right across from the train station. Mr. Mai, you really should have let Mia take care of everything. She was the only good one of the lot of them, and out of the city with a real purpose. I know that got her, associating with them folks. Look, Apollo's just, a cover for us, okay? Sorry, Apollo. You know how people get angry with spirits in the courtroom? Ah, very clever, sweetheart. Lawyer boy here, Apollo. Apollo here is just a nice little front for you to get Mia in, is that it? Yeah. Can you talk now, please? I suppose so. But don't get in the way of them, Apollo, you hear me? They know what they're doing. Give them the respect they deserve now. Of course. You know, it's probably not a bad idea for me to get info about the clan while I'm here. He seems to know quite a bit. I'm not sure if I want to ask. I can already tell this is going to be a fun conversation. Psst, Miss Faye. Yeah, I know I should probably do most of the talking. Mr. Season, did you happen to see any of the train crash yesterday? The station's right across from your window, so we thought you might have seen something. Were you up that late? It wasn't that late, Mystic Maya. For you and your old body, it was. Maybe. I'm afraid I can't tell you much about it, though. I think you're clever enough to know why. That the prosecution already got to you. He says I'm supposed to zip it until the trial. But never that boy. I'm probably triple his age. So you did see something. Rest assured, Mystic Maya, when I'm called to court tomorrow, I'm gonna tell him how it was. Don't worry, we'll make sure your testimony ends up helping Pearly. You bet you will. Won't let it be twisted any other way. The prosecution wants you as a witness, and it's probably not. Don't you tell me what to do, city boy! Sure. Just wait to see what he thinks when it all pans out. If you don't mind, where exactly do trains usually pull in comparison to your house? Specifically the first most passenger car. You don't necessarily have to be crashing trains. Just trains you see it every day, uninvolved in any incidents. For no particular reason, of course. Here, let me get something for you. Might help put things into perspective. For no particular reason, just thought it would help out a totally normal conversation. Mr. Season? Oh, so he's like right at the back end of the station. Oh, bullshit. So, just Season. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'd like to know a little bit about the Kurain clan, if you could. Both the defendant and the victim are members. And you're a witness of... maybe there's a tiny bit of hope for you after all. Yes, let me put into perspective what exactly you've done to us. Here he goes again. I'm gonna go get the rest of my tea. Oh no. Let me tell you, city boy, you've come to the right person. I've been a member of the Fae clan all my life. Not an easy subject for narrow-minded outsiders like you to grasp. But you seem to think you're all that, so we'll give it a shot. Yeah, sure. You see, years and years and years ago, Mystic Amy Faye brought her Kurain channeling technique to this little village. Now the Kurain channeling technique. Can we maybe try for a bit more of a recent history lesson? Fine then. You just so lovingly asked for it. I'll tell you just how you ruined us. You should have known better. You see, up until a few decades ago, the clan was just respected and recognized as we've always been. It influenced the police force, foreign relations, and politics itself. Hey, Mr. Season. Huh? Where are those sugar cubes you have? I need some for the tea. Oh, top left cabinet over in the kitchen. Got it! Let's see, where was I? Oh, right. Higher-ups trusted us so much that he'd bring in the main family for various favors. Solving major crimes, asking for guidance from the Greeks of old, what have you. Mostly in secret, of course. And do you want to know what happened? I'm gonna find out no matter what I say, aren't I? Well, they asked Maya's dear mother here, for woman, for help in this one case. Want to see if they can get the victim to testify for them. Will she get his thanks for her help? You want to know? Just Season, are you sure they're in the left cabinet? I can't find them. I think I put them behind the shortening. I'll go check. Let's see. Right, that case. You see that damn ghost of a lawyer, mind you, goes up and lies. Gives with the wrong person. Some paragon of justice he was. Don't forget DL6. And they bring up a corrupt defense attorney into the mix. And of course that case goes to whoa. Okay, maybe not. Then that idiot of a man goes and leaks our involvement in a case everyone's furious about to the world, and what happens next? They crash the clan, they destroy it. Suddenly you're some manipulative sham of a person if you're anywhere near Kurain. Families start falling apart left and right. You'll see the clan on that decline for the first time in their lives, and they run. We lose all our clients, our money up and disappears. People aren't sure whether the clan can support them anymore. Found them. The whole world gives Maya's poor mother the blame, with the clan falling apart around her to boot. No wonder she up and left. Wonderful dear tried to keep all the blame on herself, but we still fell into a million pieces. It's taken until just now, with Maya here, for the clan to prosper again. Just now. You're doing a wonderful job, by the way, darling. Oh, thanks. Sugar cubes, Paul? Yeah, sure. You understand me now, boy. You folks ruined our standing, our families, everything we had. That's why I don't want any of you city folk invading this here village. Makes me wonder if in this version of the story, feels like DL6 played out different. I can see that. Maybe Godot was involved. That corrupt defense attorney. Feels like that'd be referring to Godot. I can see that. It's really hard for me to... He's making it really hard for me to feel bad for him with that attitude, though. Well, was it worth it, Paulo? I'm honestly not sure how much more I actually understand. You know what? Yeah, let's say it was worth it. Fair enough. What are you showing me now? I don't know how you expect someone like me to know anything about that thing. I mean, you seem to have plenty of opinions. If they teach you any manners at all, you... Whoa. Let's calm down a little, please. Back on topic, Mr. Season. Back on topic. But remember, early. Yes, I suppose you're right. Ask you about this. Nope. What about this? Nope. Okay. I think we're done here. Anything else to talk about? Could have a little look around. Oh, these are pretty. Got them from Peru a few weeks ago. Actually, maybe a month now. They're really growing beautifully, aren't they? She knows her stuff, that girl. I don't mind her as much as the others. She even stops in for tea from time to time. She can be a hassle to talk to sometimes, though, don't you think? Ah, she gets me a good deal on my herbs. I can't complain. Fair enough. Ah, it's starting to cool off. I'm gonna have mine. Oh, yours is still pretty hot? No big deal. No, like you can probably burn. Eh? What? Don't look at me like that. It's not that hot. Come on, I let you get by with all the weird things you do when... What was that you were saying about Mr. Maya now? Nothing. Huh. Impressed you get reception all the way out here. You don't even give us that much credit. If you know we're not some backwater little village nowhere. And I'm tuning out now. Fair enough. Oh, well, that's a really wide hitbox. Alright. Let's get out of here. Got a station model. Let me ask you anything. Nope. Let me learn anything new. What about you? What about Hal? Nope. Take a few stabs at this. Don't think you have anything else to give us. Back to Gumshoe? Nope. Alright, we're gonna have to poke around and find out what we missed. Okay, we might be able to get... Maybe I haven't seen this. Have you got any fingerprints from the strap hanger yet? Yeah, pal. I had the time. But he gives us who they belong to. The first two don't count. Pearl already told us what happened. You got the same story, huh? Sorry, Maya. It's just your luck. How did our killer get the strap hanger down that far in the first place? Should it really extend that much? Oh, that's in the blackout report, pal. There's a mechanism that's supposed to stop it from extending when it reaches a certain point. With the power out, nothing was there to stop it. Sorta impressed the whole thing didn't fall straight out. Okay. Alright, I think that's just about all I have to tell you. You two better get on your way. We're still questioning that witness in the car ahead of us. I can only let you in on so much with or without your loophole, Maya. I don't want to put my neck too far out there. Alright. Thanks a lot, Gumshoe. Better get going. There's still a few more things I think we should cover. Alright. See you in court, Detective. See ya, pal. Oops. Oop. Let's get out of here, shall we? Okay, what should we be doing now? I'm at a loss again. Oh, I didn't actually see this yet, did I? Clear view of the train station here. You see more train station than village, honestly. That bothers a certain somebody. A shame of them to ruin what could have been such a good view. Do you think that could have been a holy ground, Mystic Maya, dear? No, Mr. Season, ground isn't holy just because people are doing something you don't want on it. Oh, these are pretty. Oh. From Peru in a few weeks ago, we've seen this. Months now. They're growing beautifully, aren't they? Don't mind her as much as the others. She even stops in for tea from time to time. She can be a hassle to talk to sometimes, though, don't you think? She gives me a good deal on my herbs, can't complain. I think that's everything we wanted to hear from you, Mr. Season. I'm gonna go check on Pearly now. Unless there's something else Paolo wants to do. Ah, hold on. What is it? Bring this little pearl for me, won't you? She deserves a little something for what she's been through. Oh, of course. Not sure if I'll be able to convince the guards to give it to her, but I'll try. You vouch for her, silly boy. You hear me? Yes, sir. Alright, don't keep her waiting too long, then. Fair enough. Well, I think that's everything for... Paolo, shh! What is it? Prosecutor's over there. Might be talking about something important. Come on, over here. They don't see how this is necessary. Ow, okay, I get it. Let's go. Let go of my tie. Well, that should be about everything covered. You're free to go now. You're probably going to have to find somebody who will take you to the next station over, though, pal. I'll cover the cost if you like. No, I can take care of myself, I assure you. Besides, I prefer to find my method of travel on my lonesome. At your own path and all that jazz, you know? Well, until tomorrow, gentlemen. Oh, hello there. Oh my. Pardon me for interrupting. Whatever you're doing. I should go, shouldn't I? Yes, please. Some great hiding spot you found, Miss Faye. Oh, hush. Just to get to see who they were talking to. Hey, pal. You hear something? Damn it, Paul, you totally blew our cover. I still don't see why we needed it in the first place. I'll take care of it, detective. We should probably get started with our other witness. She didn't seem particularly happy to be waiting. Alright, take care of yourself, pal. I'll be fine. Alright. Right, I'm through with this. Come on, don't be like that. Just pardon me. Ah! Oh no. What exactly do you think you're doing? Hi? It's her idea. What? I mean, all things considered, it probably was your idea, Miss Faye. Come on, why are you both ganging up on me? You two don't even know each other. Yes. You're the prosecutor for this case, correct? Oh, pardon me. Chief Prosecutorial Protégé, Sebastian de Best at your service. Chief Prosecutorial? Ah, yes, most apprentice of sorts to our current Chief Prosecutor. You're lucky, to be honest. You're someone even I can't compare to. And you're a friend of Miss Faye's? My mentor and myself, yes. Excuse me? Just how connected are you? Come on, Paolo. You should have figured out I'm not just some frail back-end village girl by now. That's not what I was implying. There's no way I was going up against a, normal lawyer for this case. I haven't seen you around before. I'm, Apollo Justice. I guess we haven't been on any of the same cases before. He's a total rookie. Miss Faye! Oh, well that explains it. Great, I'm not allowed any good first impressions, am I? What exactly happened to the, previous attorney? Oh, she's still plenty involved. Just figured it might be a little risky to put the Faye clan front and center. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, can you maybe pull up a few strings and change the paperwork up a little? Just make sure your boss doesn't catch on to what we're doing, okay? I'll see what I can do, Miss Faye. Thanks, that'll save me a lecture later. Regardless, it's good to meet you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you too. Finally, a little respect. Better bring your best in court tomorrow. Don't you dare disappoint me. Right, tomorrow. So what exactly was with your whole hide-and-seek act there, Miss Faye? You still haven't proven it was my idea. It was clearly your idea. It was clearly your idea. I just wanted some extra info on the case, that's all. Could have talked about this for a bit longer, you know. I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I know this case is important, but I'm not going to violate protocol for you. Come on, just this once. No. Please. Oh, stop that. Oh, is the begging working? I said I wouldn't leak information, and that's final. Bah, you're not as fun as you used to be. Would have thought Gumshoe would have at least balance you out and prevent you from getting too stuffy. You two will be doing your best for Pearl tomorrow, right? Yes, of course. going to be up against my sister tomorrow, Sebastian. Of course it'll be a good defense. Good. I need to be confident what we find is the truth. The best way to find the truth is through the battle of prosecution and defense. I don't want to declare her guilty without reason. Which is why you should tell us. No, Miss Faye. How strong do you think your case is? I spent most of last night researching into different possibilities. The evidence always points to the same thing. We have two pretty definitive witnesses as well as plenty of circumstantial evidence. The story Pearl's been sticking to is really true. Well, you two have a lot to prove. Don't worry, we're gonna bring it. Right, Paulo? Of course. If there's any way I can help you out, then I don't plan on holding back. Good to hear. You're better than normal rookie defense attorneys I go up against. Hey! Just need as much talent as possible on both sides of the courtroom, that's all. Well, we better get going. Pearlie's waiting. I should probably go check on that detective. I've been told he's not the best person to leave alone with witnesses. Better bring your A-game next time we meet. Same to you. Better make sure we don't chase after the wrong theory for half the case. Of course I won't, Miss Faye. What do you take me for? I'll make sure that only the best logic flies in courtroom tomorrow. Oh, we just want to see due justice done, don't we? One more pun and I'm dropping this case. Oh, come on, lighten up a bit. I love this. I absolutely love this. Why are you showing me myself? We want to see your reaction. Okay. Is there anything in particular I should know about your prosecuting strategy? Oh no! S! Sorry, I just heard some scary rumors about the prosecutor's office. We've been making a lot of cuts at the office lately, so let's hope these rumors you've heard don't last. Fair enough. Hey, I see what you're trying to do here. You two are trying to get more info on the case, aren't you? No, that's not it. Yeah, we're just curious if you have any weird comments. Don't play dumb with me, Miss Faye. I'm not the rookie prosecutor I used to be. Fine. Fair enough. I'm just gonna jam out to Sebastian's song again. An attorney's badge. It's nice, but it's not as cool as my prosecutor's badge. Go on, yeah! Prosecutor's badge is the symbol of the blazing sun piercing through the cold winter snow. Seeing through the blizzard and reaching out to the truth. What do you have, a sunflower? Does your badge more so symbolize, like, corporal punishment? My description sounds cooler. I low-key really dig mellow Sebastian. Let's go see Pearlie. Mellowed out by being mentored by Edgeworth. She'll be in a few minutes, ma'am. Please wait patiently. All right, thank you. It's no problem. So, Apollo, what do you think of the investigation? Not too bad, huh? I mean, it was a nice change of pace, if nothing else. Way better than office work, that's for sure. Well, for the most part. Sorry about him. I survived. Still, I think we did a pretty good job overall, though. I guess I'm no expert. I hope I can remember everything. I need to write it down for Sis. Can I see some of your evidence? I need to take some notes. Go for it. Yes, let's go, Mr. Maya. Mr. Maya, ultimate investigative note-taker. Thanks, Paulo. Talk about enthusiastic. Just because I've been dealing with Godot for so long. I'll admit, it's been kind of nice to have her around. Yeah. Hey, Miss Faye. Just Maya's fine, really. I'm tired of all this stuffy stuff at the village anyway. Oh, okay. Maya. Just curious, where exactly were you when Pearl was arrested? I think Pearl said you two had gone out to the city, am I right? Well, yeah, duh. Sorry, that just kind of seems weird to me. Why would the two of you both come here, then separate halfway through your visit? Hold on. Pearl had to do a channeling at the village, remember? Yeah, but why even bring Pearl to the city then? Wouldn't it have been easier to stay in the village and take a later train? Come on, Paulo, don't be silly. There's no grand reason for it. That's just how it worked out. Uh-oh. There it is again. My bracelet. Why does it keep doing that? This time it happened. I'm not sure where that leaves us with Mr. Sharp's motive, though. Sir Edwin, it's always been peculiar, but think he actually is the most likely suspect right now. At least I hope he is. You know him better than I do. Can you think of any reason he might have, well... No, I can't see why he'd make such a big deal out of my silly research paper. So maybe. Just a hunch, but I had a feeling you're not being completely honest with me. Excuse me? Come on, what's the big deal, Paulo? If you think what I did was so weird, then prove it. What's wrong with Pearly leaving halfway through our visit? Train schedule? I'm guessing it's the train schedule. Maya, could you look at the train schedule? The only train you could have taken to leave Kirain that day left at 2:30 p.m. What? How do you know it was that train? Murder occurred at 7:02. It's a 2-hour trip or a 4-hour round trip. Also means Pearl would have had to get on the 5 o'clock train. That would have only left Pearl 30 minutes in the city. That's not counting the time you needed to get off the train to your destination and to get her back onto the train. It doesn't seem worth it to me. It could possibly be so important. Oh, you don't need to pry into everything. It was important, wasn't it? Maya, what I'm hearing is that before Pearl stepped onto the train ride that got her arrested, she went to the city to do something incredibly important to you. Is it wrong to assume it could be relevant? Yeah, I guess I see why you'd want to know, huh? Look, it's kind of personal, so I won't tell anyone else if you don't want me to. Alright. Truth is, there's someone who means a lot to me who's gone? Yeah. We started something of a tradition a while back. At the end of every month we'd come to the city and, well, we'd visit. Well, it's kind of hard to interact with someone when their spirit is taking over your body. If Pearly isn't there, you don't get to interact with your friend. Is there any reason you have to go to the city to do this? Not just me and Pearly. Gumshoe's usually there, too. There's someone else I'd like to convince to join us someday, but, doesn't really like the whole spirit thing. See, if it was just for a little while, I had to make sure we did it. I was happy to stay in the city for longer and donate some more of my time. It's only fair, after all. It, was too early. So I let Pearly go take care of the channeling and stayed in the city that day. Besides, I don't want Kirain Village to know about this. It's my duty to put us back on the map. We certainly have our share of internal problems. We need a good, strong leader to unite them. And well, I already don't exactly scream this person has leadership qualities. I'm so sorry. It would have been better not to pry. It's fine, you're just doing your job. Makes sense why you were suspicious. It's kind of nice to talk about it from time to time, to be honest. Just don't tell, okay? And definitely not Pearly. She'll freak out if she knew I told a stranger this much. My lips are sealed. Thanks, Paulo. Right this way, ma'am. Ah, Pearly, good timing. What's wrong, Mr. Maya? Huh? You look upset. Did the investigation not go well? Why did you look me straight in the eyes while saying that? No, it went well. I'm just worrying about you, that's all. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Maya. It's alright. We'll tell you what we found. How about that? Here, look at all the evidence we found. Here's a knife. We have more than enough to work with for the trial. I'm sure it'll be fine. Plus, we were able to sneak into conversations with quite a few of the witnesses while we were at it. We know the prosecution's plan down to a T. Well, I wouldn't quite go that far. Ignore him, Pearly. He probably doesn't have the experience I do anyways. What do you consider experience again? Mr. Maya? Is Detective Gumshoe still the lead detective on the case, like he said he would be? Mm-hmm. extra good news for us, huh? Plus, the prosecution's arguing that this is a self-defense case, not a murder case. An imperfect self-defense case, to be exact. Charges tend to be treated more like manslaughter than murder. Geez, since when did you actually know the law? I'm a lawyer? Self-defense. But then... Yeah, Olive had a dagger on her at the time. You didn't see her pull it out, did you? Not even reach for it? No, nothing like that happened when we were together. I passed out as soon as the crash happened. I see. Something else I'd like to ask about, if you don't mind. Go ahead. One of the witnesses said that it was the victim who wanted to meet you in that train car, right? Mm-hmm. She told me she had something she wanted to talk about. In private. Detective Gumshoe told us you were scheduled to channel someone for her later that day. That's what I assumed Miss Knott wanted to talk about. Can you tell us everything you knew about the victim, then? I'll do what I can. Alright. Olive was a member of our clan's branch family. Has Mr. Maya told you about that? It's sort of like a bloodline thing, right? Yeah. In our clan, the closer you are to the blood of the main family, the more likely you are to have spiritual power. Mr. Maya is the master. She's considered the head of the main family. And I guess I'm the second closest for now. It's sort of a status thing. For a long time, members of the branch family have been considered inferior to us. It's led to a less than pretty history for the clan, to say the least. Make it sound like your clan's been through one tragedy after another. You're not wrong. Due to the gap in status between families, when our clan was disgraced all those years ago, well, we lost most of the members of our branch family, especially men. That's why Olive wanted me to try to channel some of her family members. She wanted to know if any of them had died since they'd left the clan. Maybe even have a chance to talk to one of them again. I think that's why she'd gone to the city that day, too. You need a face and a name to channel a spirit. A lot of us don't even remember that much. If it was such an important channeling, then why would the victim have any intent to kill you? There could be a potential hole in the prosecution's argument, at least. By the way, I better keep all this in mind when we get to the trial. Afterwards, there's one more thing I'd like to know about, if that's okay. I heard there was a witness who entered the car as soon as the power came back on. Oh, yeah. Him. While I was, trying to untie the body, lights suddenly came back on. I think there was an announcement over the intercom. I was in a bit of a daze, so I didn't notice him at first. That's probably when the witness came into the car. He had dark red hair, and a little conductor's cap. Oh, I think we saw him in passing. He was dressed in black and gold, right? Yeah. He made his way over to me, and he had this shocked look on his face and grabbed something off the ground. Gumshoe said that the witness who found you submitted the victim's dagger to the police. Maybe what he grabbed? It could have been. Afterward, he, escorted me to the conductor's car. Made another intercom announcement, then he called the police on his cell phone. He watched over me until the police arrived. Did he say anything in particular to you? I'm so sorry. Memories are foggy. I was so panicked. I think he was trying to be nice, though? I'm not sure. It's okay. The info you gave us is already more than enough. Yeah, it was a huge help, Pearly. I think that's most of it covered. Is there anything else you wanted to ask about, Paula? No, I think I'm set. Trial's at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, courtroom number 2. Alright, I won't forget it. I think I'm going to stay here with Pearl for a little longer, if you don't mind. Oh, before you go, would you mind trying to get this through the guards for Pearly? What's that? Mr. Season got it for you. I think it's some kind of pastry something. Daddy baked it himself. He probably bought it off someone from the village. I'll take care of it. Okay, thanks, Paul. See you in court tomorrow. Of course, I'll be there. Later, Maya. Later. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I think this is the place. Ah, Apollo. You had me worried there for a second. What would we do without having our quirky sidekick to offer emotional support? I don't exactly plan on filling the role of quirky sidekick, thank you very much. Besides, last I checked, you're not supposed to be doing all that much either. I'll have you know that channeling is very grueling work, thank you very much. Just try to prove me wrong. Mr. Maya. Oh, come on, Pearly, can you mess around just a little? Besides, I already filled Mia in on everything yesterday. Mr. Justice doesn't even know Mystic Mia. I want to see her too. I haven't even had a chance to talk to her yet. Please, Mystic Maya, there'll be time for this later. Alright, it's nothing to make a big deal of, I get it. Well then, without further ado, are you ready to witness the Curane and channeling technique firsthand, Paolo? Oh, just like this? There's no big ritual or anything? Nope. Alright, go for it then. Oh, hello. You must be... what are you doing? You don't have to bow, you know. What? But isn't spirit channeling like, a sacred divine art passed down by the Holy Mother? A miracle on Earth and stuff like that? You know? No, I've never heard of it referred to quite like that. Oh, of course. Starting just one day off on a good note, too much to ask for anymore. Yes. Now, there's no reason to be so embarrassed. You're Apollo Justice, correct? Yeah, and you're Miss Mia Fey? Miss is just fine, thank you. Oh, okay. Hello, Mystic Mia. Hello, Pearly. It's been a while, hasn't it? You're usually the one channeling me these days, aren't you? Yeah. Are you ready for today? I'm scared. Mystic Maya has faith in you, so I do too. That's good to hear. Hang in there for me today, alright? Alright. Try to be strong for you and Mystic Maya. I've already caused so much trouble for all of you. It's the least I can do. It's not trouble at all, Pearl. I mean, this is my job after all. Thanks. Now then, Mr. Justice. Maya told me that there was something else we need to look into, is that right? Oh yeah, that. Filled me in on most of the details. My old office being taken over and given our last name. A strange defense attorney who seems to be connected to us. It's quite the mystery. Well, it hasn't exactly been a fun mystery for me, to be honest. So I've heard. Can you tell me all about the lawyer you work under? Godot, right? Oh, his pure white hair and a visor across half his face. It, glows red. Almost looks like something out of a sci-fi story. Well, I had my suspicions earlier. I can't say I've ever known anyone that fit that... Yeah. Well, I had my suspicions earlier, but I can't say I ever knew anyone that fit that description. Those features are... rather distinctive. That's putting it lightly. Tell you what, when we get out of court, I'll make sure to write a note to Maya. We'll find some time to do a proper investigation into this, you and me. That'd be great. That settles it then. We'll get to the bottom of both of these mysteries, I promise. Well, it's almost time. Are you ready, Pearly? I'll be okay. Good. Right, Apollo, let's give it everything we have. Right, no holding back. It'll all be fine. Right? Fingers crossed. What is now in session for the trial of Pearl Fay? Yes! The prosecutor's ready as always, Your Honor. Defense is also ready, Your Honor. Not so soon, Mr. Justice. Yeah, I am. I didn't think you were defending today. Some last-minute changes were made. Regardless, both parties are ready. There isn't a problem, is there? Well, you do have a point. Looks like Prosecutor best got the paperwork changed for Maya in time. Less of a hassle for us, it looks like. Well, if everything is in order, I don't see any reason we shouldn't proceed to the opening statement. Of course, allow me to enlighten the court as to the events of the case. Though I typically work on murder trials, today's trial is, what was it? A bird of a different feather. No, things didn't change. We have evidence to suggest our victim used that day's crash as an opportunity to attack our defendant. However, the strange nature of our crime scene is why we have gathered in the court's sacred halls today. While this would normally be a matter of self-defense, the victim was found tied to an electrified steel beam. If we found her corpse in a different condition, the solution to this case would be simple. The state of the corpse proves the defendant had intent to kill, even beyond what was necessary for her safety. And her continued denial of the police's conclusions in questioning certainly doesn't help matters. The evidence we have gathered points to Miss Pearl Fay as the only possible culprit. The prosecution intends to prove this to the court beyond a shadow of a doubt. That was quite an opening statement for him. Certainly come prepared. It can never be easy, can it? It generally isn't. I may call my first witness, Your Honor. Of course, the court granted the prosecution's request. The prosecution calls Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Witness, your name and occupation. Big Gumshoe, homicide detective. I was assigned to this case when they settled on Mr. DeBest, the prosecutor, pal. Thank you, detective. If you would please clarify the prosecution's findings to the court. Of course, pal. Just... You two better put up a real good fight, you hear? I don't want there to be any doubt in my mind when we have the right verdict when this is all over. Of course. I don't know why we... Detective, your testimony. Sorry, sir. Right away. Alright. There were only 4 people left on the train by the time I was heading into Kurain. As the train pulled into the station, a steel support beam crashed down into the first passenger car. Only Pearl and the victim were in the first passenger car. We have a witness who can attest to that. The crash cut off the power, so the door between the cars wouldn't open. They were trapped. So the victim pulled a dagger on her, pal. The time the power was back on, well, you've seen the crime scene, haven't you, pal? I see. So that's how it happened. We don't know that for sure yet. Well, hurry up and cross-examine me then. Now, hold on, detective. I'm a bit confused about something. Of course, Your Honor. I understand why the prosecution came to its conclusions about the defendant. What about the victim? Why would she attack Miss Fay? I apologize, Your Honor. The prosecution is investigating the victim's motive as we speak. However, the Fay clan does have a history of internal conflict, especially between those with and without power. That does sound distinctly familiar. Here, go ahead and look over my research material from last night. Oh, why thank you. Right now the matter at hand is the actions of our defendant, and not the victim. I hope the information provided will be sufficient. Do you agree with my judgment, Your Honor? Yes, I thought so. He's completely ramped up in his reading. Your Honor, may we proceed? Oh, yes, go right ahead. You really get into that. Alright. Other than the defendant and the victim, who else was on the train? That'd be the florist, Miss Perune Shears, and the conductor. Before you ask, both of them have alibis. The conductor was in the locomotive, and Miss Shears was in the cargo car. Rest assured, we'll give the defense a chance to question both witnesses. As things stand, it's doubtful either of them was involved in the case. Right. Come on, Mr. Justice. Did you think I would let this case get this far without vetting my witnesses? No, I guess not. Prosecutor DeBest brings out nothing but the best in his case. Kinda coincidental, isn't it? Yeah, but that's just how it worked out. Kurain Station has a history of being under-maintained. The train company doesn't prioritize the station that gets so few passengers, I guess. And there's some kind of past drama or something to it, too. I think the train station wasn't very popular when it was initially built all those years ago. That was before I was even born. I don't think relations should be that bad. Sounds like something Maya would know more about if it's still relevant. Probably. Regardless, that's how it happened. Only Pearl and the victim. That Oh, that was Miss Shears. Yeah, pal. She said the victim went as far as luring her into the front passenger car. Which, unfortunately, supports our theory pretty well. The victim had scheduled to have Miss Faye channel someone that day. Wouldn't it be unnatural for the victim to want to talk to her in private? Maybe so, pal, but the rest of that evidence points to our explanation. There's nothing to disprove our theory, then go on and present it. Sorry, Detective. I don't think I do. Oh. Darn. That's the same reason why the witnesses all have alibis, right? Yep, that's what the prosecution's deduced. It was quite simple, really. Especially for the likes of me. Just basic logic, Mr. Justice. So basic, then why are you bragging about it? I'm not bragging. Sure you're not. Sorry, ma'am. Ha. Must not counter-comment. Dagger, right? Yep, we're absolutely positive that that's the victim's dagger. Absolutely positive. Like, 90% sure. 100%! 100%, I guess. How come, Detective? The knife's handle was absolutely covered in her fingerprints. Multiple people in the village identified it as one of the knives she kept in her kitchen. Police even found an old purchase record for the knife. It's gotta be hers. I don't think this is the fact of the case we're going to be able to dispute. I could have told you that. Alright, and the crime scene led to the rest of the prosecution's conclusions. Yeah, the fact that the defendant went as far as to tie the victim to the beam. It would definitely prove she had intent to kill. You can't deny that her fingerprints are on that strap hanger she was tied up with. You're all going on about the crime scene like you've all seen the thing. I have no idea what I should be picturing here. I feel a little left out. I apologize, Your Honor. Here, I have documentation of this scene right here. Let me provide it to the court. Oh, train diagram. Crash diagram. Does that solve the problem, Your Honor? Oh, wow. Emergency exits, front doors. Strap hanger. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Third rail, train car. Interesting. Oh, yes, this helps quite a bit. I can see the scene clearly in my mind now. Well, just don't look too closely. Oh, you're right, Mr. DeBest. Oh, yes, it's quite the chilling scene. Thanks for taking the metaphor a little too far. That's enough. I think the court understands the facts quite clearly. But, pal, there's gotta be something that was off. Are you sure we're not missing anything? I couldn't see any contradictions either. Oh, there must be something. Now, Detective. Given the defense ample time to go over your testimony, I think we've heard enough. Unless there's something else the defense wants to inquire about. Something else. If His Honor is giving us a chance, we should take it. What should I ask about? I already questioned Gumshoe plenty. Apollo, always start from the assumption that your client is telling the truth. But if Pearl's telling the truth, this whole argument has to be wrong. Where do I even start with that? If you need to tear down the prosecution's argument, we need to start from its weakest link. What if the prosecution's case struck you as off? That's where I'd start. Okay, the motive? I'd like to hear more about the, length of the blackout, state of the crime scene, timing of the crash? Timing? I should let this go, but it just seems too odd to me. The fact that the crash occurred the very day Miss not planned to attack my client. I just can't shake it. It seems too perfect. Are you sure it was just an accident, Mr. DeBest? So I think it's just as likely that it wasn't. I thought you would say that. Of course you did. Hey, I'm just trying to ensure my case is as thorough as possible. There's no need to give me mouth like that. Well, if you have something you have something to counter me, then bring it up then. Fine, fine. Let the court take a look at this, please. The train schedule. If the accident 2 days ago was due to any kind of outside manipulation, there's only one window of time where the manipulation could occur. I'd like to draw the court's attention to a certain train, particularly the one that departed at 4:30. If you just do some easy math, it becomes clear that it would have pulled into the village at 5:30. If the beam had been tampered with, then surely it would have to be done after that train arrived. It was a different train entirely would have crashed. There still leaves an hour and 30 minutes time frame for the beam to have been tampered with. Now, Mr. Justice, don't assume I'm not playing with a full deck. Best protege wouldn't construct an argument with such an obvious weakness. It just so happens that the prosecution has found a witness who covers that such time frame to a T. Oh, I should have figured this was coming. Your Honor, if I may. Go right ahead. Witness, your name and knockout. Won't you tell me what to do, city boy? I don't think your position is enough to let you boss me around. I had a feeling this might happen. Gee, it did. Look, he's a valuable witness to this case. I had no choice but to call him. Really don't want to put up with this. What, and you think I do? This isn't my fault. Oh there, you again. Always whining. You city folk are so privileged. Why, I bet you were spoiled rotten as a kid, you little scamp. I'm not a scamp. Well, the department recognizes me as... I'm not gonna let some privileged rich kid get through this without giving him a hard time. Just breathe, Sebastian. Ahem. This is Mr. Hal's season. He runs an herbery in Curain village. Who gave you permission to... Mr. Season. Yes, Mead here. Would you behave yourself for the court, please? Behave myself? This herbery is located right next to the train station. In fact, it's one of the only populated buildings nearby. That's because you built the station over what used to be my parents' herb garden. Let me tell you, before modern medicine, we had a huge garden to grow all the herbs you'd ever need. The herbery was a special place in its own little corner of the village, and... I'm not sure we need a history lesson, Mr. Season. I think you can level with me just because you're an old man, is that it? Let me tell you, the environment you've grown up in. Behave. But... The point is that Mr. Season was in his herbery for the whole hour and 30-minute time frame. He testified as much to me earlier. I'm not about to try and drag it out of him. Yeah, that's fair. Yes, the court accepts the prosecution's words of the witness's own. Yeah? Anyone tampered with the beam that most certainly would have seen or at least heard of it. So, witness, tell the court, what was the most significant thing that happened during this time frame? Between 5:30 and the crash, right? Why, of course. Alright then. The truth about the crash. The truth will come next video.